Hello everybody and welcome to Reykjavík, Iceland. We're here today to fly Iceland Air's Boeing 757-200 in Saga Class to London Heathrow, and we'll be starting our journey today here at Keflavik International Airport. Iceland Air operates in two main daily banks here at Keflavik, one in the morning when all the aircraft are arriving in from North America to then start heading out to Europe, and then one in the evening when all the aircraft are arriving back in from Europe to begin their flights back out to North America. Despite this, with a couple of their more popular destinations like London Heathrow, Iceland Air will send out a second daily flight, meaning that while all the other Iceland Air aircraft are heading out to North America at this time, you have my sole lonely flight heading out to Europe. I arrived here at Keflavik with plenty of time, but unfortunately due to problems with my passenger locator form, I ended up being stuck at the check-in for an hour and a half. Because of this, I was unable to check out the Saga Class lounge, but while walking down to the end of the terminal, I did manage to take a look at some pretty cool aircraft, like this Iceland Air Boeing 757-300, painted into a livery that depicts the Icelandic flag. This was painted to celebrate Iceland's 100th year of independence after they split from Denmark in 1918. As well as that, here's India Sierra Oscar arriving in from Paris. This was the 767 I flew into Keflavik on the day before from London Heathrow. But after reaching the end of the terminal, I took a seat in the waiting area where I caught a glimpse of the aircraft that will be taking me to London tonight. And as well as this, I was greeted with some pretty amazing views of various aircraft, like this Iceland Air Boeing 737 MAX 9, and this Play Airbus A321neo, which had just been pushed back before beginning its flight out to Copenhagen. Play are a fairly new Icelandic airline which seemed to be taking the place of WOW Air, who went bankrupt in 2019. At the time of my visit here at Keflavik, they were only flying to a select few destinations around Europe, but have since announced destinations ranging all over Europe and North America. And here's my plane for today's flight, Tango Foxtrot Foxtrot India uniform, a 28-year-old Boeing 757-200 painted into the Hekla Aurora livery, which was painted in 2014 to encourage connecting through Iceland with the hashtag #MyStopover. Then after boarding through the L2 door, I headed left into the Saga Class cabin and found my seat for today, which was 6 Alpha. My seat featured an IFE screen, a seatback pocket, and a footrest. Before takeoff, we were also given a sanitizing kit, a blanket, and a pair of noise-cancelling headphones. But not before long, we began our pushback and taxi out to runway 01.
Inflate your life jacket by pulling the tabs down or rolling into the tubes. We will supply life jackets for anyone. If the aircraft has landed on water, life rafts are close to or at the exit. If there's a change of air pressure in the cabin, oxygen masks will be released from a compartment above your seat. To start the flow of oxygen, put down the mask airstream, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normal. If traveling with a child, place a mask on yourself first, or assist the child.
Iceland Air's Boeing 757s use the Rolls-Royce RB211 engines, which were also used on many 747s, and as both the 747 and 757 are becoming an increasingly rare delicacy, make the most of the sound these engines make on this takeoff, because this noise won't be around for too much longer. After takeoff, the aircraft headed southeast towards the UK, which gave me a great view of Reykjavík as we climbed into the sky. Then after reaching our cruising altitude, the cabin crew came around with the drinks menu, and because I liked it so much last time, I decided to go with the Ulfrun 34 IPA, which was served with tomato crostinis. Then, just as the sun started to set, the main course was served, which consisted of honey and mustard chicken with sweet potatoes, salad, bread, whipped butter, and a strawberry and lemon mousse. A little while after that, we were then also served tea or coffee. At just under 3 hours long, the flight today was very enjoyable. While many other European carriers don't have the best short-haul business classes, I really think Iceland Air have become an exception. However, it is hard to judge. Their aircraft fly both long and short-haul flights, meaning that when flying short-haul like I did today, they really excel against other European carriers. However, on their long-haul legs, they don't really come close to the suites and lie-flat business products on board other long-haul airlines. The seat itself is of course larger than economy with the extra legroom, armroom, and of course you get that footrest, but it still wouldn't really be comfortable to sleep in. Where I believe Iceland Air's proficiency lies, however, is with their service and food. The cabin crew have been amazing and I've really enjoyed the catering on both flights. However, if you do get the choice between the steak or the chicken, I would highly recommend the chicken, and that's coming from someone who really likes steak. Overall, for 6-hour flights or under, I would highly recommend the Saga Class experience because it really shines with those flights where it's long enough to get boring, but short enough where you don't really have any time to sleep. And as well as that, as far as premium classes go, Saga Class is probably one of the cheapest options out there.
Dear passengers, welcome to London Heathrow. The local time is 7 o'clock p.m. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt signs have been switched off. And be careful when opening the overhead compartments as the multiplane has shifted.
And with that, I want to welcome you back to London Heathrow Terminal 2. Thank you very much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.